हेलो गाइस, वेलकम बैक टू न्यू स्ट्रीम। आप लोग का स्वागत है हमारी एक और नई स्ट्रीम पे। कहाँ पे जाना है? मैंने ये टेलीपोर्टर ऑन नहीं किया है क्या? वाओ, ये तो ज़्यादा अंदर हो जाएगा। यहाँ से देखते हैं ना। ये ना मिशन करना चाहिए नहीं करना चाहिए? चैप्टर 3 एक्ट 1 करना कौन सा मिशन है? एक्ट 1 एक्ट 2, ये दोनों करने के बाद ही अनलॉक होगा। चलो कर लेते, क्या दिक्कत है। स्टार्ट हो गई है। अनुज को भी बुलाया कर इस गेम में। अरे यार, उसको कैसे बुलाओ यार? वो बंदा ही बिजी बंदा है भाई। उसने तुझे क्या बताऊँ, मतलब एग्ज़ाम के चक्कर में ना उसने सारे गेम डिलीट कर रखे हैं। फेरी हेलो, ये देखिए आज मैं नया मिशन कर रहा हूँ, नए प्लेस वाली। मैंने वो सब छोड़ दिया भाई, वो सारे बोर मिशन थे। ये देखा तो कुछ अच्छा मिशन मिला। इसमें हमारा नया लोकेशन पे फाइट होंगे या कुछ होगा, तगड़ा सा होगा सब। यहीं कहीं जाना था ना। और नीचे जाना है भाई, ठीक है भाई। लेकिन यहाँ पे लिखा है क्या, ये ड्रैंड्रो आर्कॉन क्वेस्ट है। देख ये वाले एरिया के ना, मतलब बस, अरे यार क्या बोल रहा था मैं। हाँ, इस एरिया में ना ये वाली कैरेक्टर जो है ना, देख कौन सा कर रही है, रुक जा बताने दे। हाँ, ये एक ड्रैंड्रो कैरेक्टर है, मतलब समझ रही है। तो इसी टाइप के, मतलब इसी टाइप के जो कैरेक्टर्स रहेंगे ना ड्रैंड्रो वाले, वो मिलेंगे। तो इधर देखना, उनकी कोई स्टोरी होगी। ये जगह बहुत मस्त है, देख बाहर भेज रहा भाई। ये देख व्यू, देख इसका मैप का।
Now that we made it to Sumeru, our next objective should be to head to Sumeru City and find a way to meet with Lesser Lord Kusanali.
देख इस जगह का ना बैकग्राउंड साउंड भी कितने मस्त है।
And speaking of Lesser Lord Kusanali, even though we haven't heard too much about her, she doesn't seem to be the same deity who abducted your brother. But even so, people call Sumeru the Nation of Wisdom, you know. If we can get a chance to meet the God of Wisdom, maybe she can give us some useful information. But, Paimon doesn't know the way to Sumeru City. Maybe we can climb up to that spot with the statue of the Seven on it. That'll give us a way better view of things. Even if we can't see exactly where the city is, at least we'll be able to check for some smaller settlements nearby. Wait a second. Look! There's someone up ahead!
मैंने देखा नहीं कौन सा कैरेक्टर.
Perfect timing! Now we can just ask for directions rather than wander around like lost adventurers. Hey there! We're not from around here and seem to have gotten a little lost. We'd like to ask for some directions. Huh? Did they not hear Paimon? Hey! You over there! Could you give us some directions?
Huh?
ये चिल्ला के डायरेक्शन पूछ.
What's going on here? There's no way she could have missed that. Wait! Could she be ignoring us? How dare she? Well, even so, she might be heading someplace where we could find other people to ask. Let's keep our distance and follow her. When we get the chance, we'll just ask someone else for directions. Come on, let's follow her. Just keep quiet. Make sure she doesn't notice us.
हाँ, इसका कैरेक्टर दिखाना तुझे. देख ये कैरेक्टर की बात कर रहा हूँ मैं. इस टाइप के कैरेक्टर इस जगह पे बहुत काम आएंगे. ये कि मेरे पास और दूसरा ये है. इनके पास जो पावर है ना उसको ड्रैंड्रो पावर बोलते हैं.
Not again.
इसका बैकग्राउंड साउंड आ रहा है ना.
Huh? She just walked near that small waterfall and then suddenly vanished. Let's go take a closer look. Paimon thought this cave would lead to a village or something, but it looks like that's not the case. Look, she's sitting over there. Wait, she couldn't possibly be living here, could she? What should we do now? Do we try asking her for directions again? Alright then. It's not like we have anyone else we can ask. Even if she's not very friendly, we just need her to point us in the right direction. That's all. Oh. What a lovely smell. It's coming from that sensor over there. This is definitely not your typical place to call home, but at least it smells nice. Maybe living here wouldn't be too bad after all. Huh? What's the matter? You don't look too good.
इसको क्या हो गया?
What? Is the smell making you feel sick? Strange. Paimon doesn't feel anything.
ये बोलती क्यों नहीं है? ये गूंगी.
What's happening? Traveler? This is no time for a nap. Oh, come on, wake up.
हो गई भाई, बेहोश हो गई ये तो. क्या हुआ ये? वाओ, वही देख रही है. ये कहाँ गए हम भाई? खतरनाक जगह है. वो तो सब ठीक है. ये देख यहाँ बटन से जा चुके हैं यार. ये तो फुल स्क्रीन में हो गया पूरा. क्या पता गलत जा रहा हूँ मैं. कुछ तो मतलब खतरनाक हो रहा है यहाँ पे। इसका राज पता करना है हमें। आगे जाना है क्या? ये कौन सा अ फॉरेस्ट ऑफ चेंज, ऐसे ही कुछ नाम था मिशन जब स्टार्ट किया था मैंने। ये अलग मैप का है मतलब मिशन, समझ रही है? मैं तुझे समझाता हूँ अच्छे से।
Are you sure it's not serious? The Traveler's been out for a long time now.
Yes, you can relax. Believe me, Master is extremely knowledgeable. If he says that she's going to be alright, then there's absolutely nothing to worry about. Oh, are you awake now?
Oh, thank goodness! Traveler, you're finally awake! Well, we're at... good question. Where are we? Jaime was in such a panic when you passed out that she even forgot to ask what place this is.
This is Gandharvaville. It was originally built by scholars from Sumeru as a place to rest in the rainforest. Now it's mainly used by the forest rangers as a base of operations. My name is Kale. I'm a trainee forest ranger. My master and I found you passed out during our patrol, so we brought you here. Oh, no thanks are necessary. I didn't do anything really. By the way, how are you feeling now? Any discomfort? Oh, that's Master's herbal medicine you're tasting. He gave you some while you were unconscious. Before I forget, Master mentioned you should take more medicine once you wake up.
लाओ भाई लाओ, दवाई खिलाओ हमें।
Whoops!
ये
Kale,
कैरेक्टर
what's
आगे।
the matter? Were you trying to retrieve the medicine? As I've already told you, you must be careful with these. I'll get it for you once I am finished here.
Sorry, Master.
Now,
ये
the
वाली
guide to
मतलब ये वाला
Avidia
भी
Forest's
कैरेक्टर है मेरे
edible
पास।
fungi is clearly posted on our bulletin board,
ये
but
दोनों
if
कैरेक्टर है।
Farbode forgets which mushrooms to avoid one more time, I'll have no choice but to leave the guide somewhere a little more visible. Like right smack on his forehead so others can remind him to be careful.
Right? This is the second time he's come down with food poisoning this month. I'll be sure to give him a good
Food
talking
poisoning.
to.
Yes, please do. If, on the off chance, Farbode simply enjoys having little imaginary fairies dance before his eyes, then we'll just let him be. But the next time he requires any of our medicine, be sure to charge him accordingly. So, how are you doing? Feeling better?
Oh, this is my master, Forest Watcher Tainari. He is chief officer over all the rangers here in Gandharvaville.
I already informed Paimon about the reason you fell unconscious earlier. But now that you're awake, let me explain it for you as well. It is common practice for Sumeru scholars of certain darshans to dedicate themselves to training in meditation in isolated areas, particularly the nearby forests. While meditating, they use a certain incense known as Spirit Borneal to help calm their minds as they enter a state of deep rumination. In hopes of asking directions, you two followed a scholar named Hypatia into her cave. The incense you smelled inside was the Spirit Borneal I just mentioned. That incense typically has no effect on most people, but for a very select few, it can have profound effects on one's cognition, as you experienced firsthand. Does that make sense? Very good. Now, answer me this. Did you feel anything after passing out? Say, any out-of-body experiences, or did you see anything while unconscious? Kale, let the others know to stop bringing their patrol logs here for now.
Huh? Why?
Because these two will be staying here for the next few days. They can have my room, and I'll bunk with Amir. Now get a move on, and be sure to do as I've said.
Yes, Master Tainari.
Wait, hold on a second. Can you tell us what's going on?
Sure. Let me fill you in. I originally planned to send you on your way once you finished your medicine. However, it appears now that you should stay a while longer in Gandharvaville for further observation while you recuperate.
Further observation?
No need to be hasty. As long as you have the capacity to judge between right and wrong, I promise that you'll understand the gravity of the situation once I explain everything to you. Based on what you saw after smelling the incense and losing consciousness, we can conclude that you experienced a powerful hallucination, which suggests your mental state is not in the best of shape. If you're skeptical, have a whiff of this.
Ooh, are you okay?
You're experiencing a similar sensation as when you passed out, aren't you? So even though your condition is stable as of now, if I were to haphazardly let you leave, it's highly likely that you'd suddenly pass out again somewhere else. The rainforest is home to many fierce animals and hazardous areas. If something were to happen to you again, I'm afraid you might not be so lucky. For now, I suggest you continue taking your medicine each day and avoid wandering off on your own, at least until you stop having adverse reactions to this kind of smell. Okay?
Okay.
Good. Now, continue resting while I fire up another bowl of medicine for you.
Seriously? We just arrived in Sumeru and we're already having problems left and right!
सुमेरु, हाँ इस जगह का
Paimon
नाम है ना
knows we're
सुमेरु.
set on meeting Lesser Lord Kusanali as soon as possible, but you really don't look too good. It'd probably be best to let you recover first. Hey! Are you even listening to Paimon? Paimon's over here worrying about you, you know. What's weird? You mean how you're feeling now? You mean the vision of tree roots and red skies you saw? But if those weren't hallucinations, what could they be?
ये कैरेक्टर बोलनी चाहिए थी यार, एक गूंगी बना रखी है इसको.
Well, considering how unique you are, Paimon trusts your judgment here. But why didn't you say anything about it to Tainari? If he misjudged your condition, then there's a chance you could get worse, right? Huh? You mean that Tainari already knows that what you saw weren't hallucinations? Oh, Paimon gets it now. That explains why you were so quiet earlier. Well, that settles it then. We'll stay here to rest up and figure out what's going on with your hallucinations.
पिछला मिशन में कैसे मारी थी?
It seems like asking Tainari might not be an option anymore.
किसने किसको मारा था?
What do you think we should do?
रायगन शोगन वाली बात कर रही है तू? बोली थी पिछले मिशन में कैसे बोली थी? अरे पता नहीं बीच में बोलने लग जाती है.
Holly's pretty friendly. We can ask her tomorrow about what she knows regarding the Dendro Archon and customs in Sumeru.
सुमेरु ये प्लेस का नाम है, पता है? जैसे अपन देख मतलब जहाँ से स्टार्ट करते हो मॉन्स्टर के.
Come on, it's time to go find Holly.
हाँ कैसे बताऊँ मैं तुझे. देख अभी तक ना हम लोग यहाँ के मिशंस किए पहले, ठीक है? यहाँ की सारी स्टोरी कंप्लीट की, फिर यहाँ पे आए यहाँ की स्टोरी कंप्लीट की, ठीक है? फिर उसके बाद हम चले गए यहाँ पे इनाजुमा में, यहाँ की स्टोरी कंप्लीट की. तो अब बारी है यहाँ की, ये एरिया की, पूरे एरिया की। फिर ऐसे धीरे 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 आगे बढ़ेंगे, फिर यहाँ मतलब ऐसे जाएंगे धीरे धीरे। देख मैंने ये भी अनलॉक कर रखा है, क्या पता कौन से नशे किए तो उस दिन मैंने, कैसे तो किया है वो अनलॉक। अजीब नशे है इस कैरेक्टर के, वो तो है। ये बोलती हूँ थोड़ा और अच्छा रहता, पता है।
All right, next let's see your right hand. Not bad.
Not bad. ये हाथ देख के बताता है क्या
But please
भविष्य?
remember that you still need to be careful, understand?
Okay.
Yes, I will. By the way, Master, I still haven't received the patrol route for today.
Look,
मैं भी खेलूंगी
Kale,
आपके साथ।
today's patrol will be a long one, so you won't be coming along this time. Besides, there's a chance we may
अरे
encounter...
50 लेवल करना पड़ेगा फिर
Well,
ही।
you understand.
But I have a vision too! Am I useless to everyone now?
Don't talk like that, Kale. This is not something you need to be worrying about right now. Ah, there you are. Feeling any better?
Something. एक ही तो ऑप्शन
Since we'll
देती
be
है।
staying here for now, we thought we might as well try lending a hand around here.
Seems you're not the type to sit back and take it easy for a while, huh? In that case, perhaps Kale could take you two for a patrol south of Gandharvaville for the day. And if you're feeling up to it, you can be responsible for cleaning the statue of the Seven.
Tenari, we're ready to head out.
तेगुनारी क्या
Got
नाम
it!
है ये?
I'll be right there! Alright, we'll be heading into the forest now. I'll leave any further details to Kale.
Yes, you can count on me.
कॉली को कलिक भी तो बुला सकते हैं।
Kale, what exactly are we going to be doing today? Tainari mentioned cleaning the statue just now, but, that doesn't really sound like the job for a ranger.
Well, a forest ranger's responsibilities can be pretty diverse. They handle a variety of tasks,
ये
like
कैरेक्टर ऐसी
checking
लगी
the
तेरे को?
condition of outlying roads, maintaining forest facilities, ensuring fire prevention standards are met, and providing assistance to travelers and locals. As for Master, well, he has to handle more dangerous areas of the rainforest. Today we can perform routine checks on the pathway lamps as we make our way to the Statue of the Seven. Paimon, traveler, this way! You can leave the task of checking the lamps to me. In the meantime,
बुला रही
you
है।
two can keep an eye out for anything unusual.
व्यू पॉइंट
Nothing
है।
wrong with these two lamps. Let's move to the next ones.
वे यार
Oh, this lamp seems to be getting a little wobbly.
ये थोड़ा बेकार लगता
No
है भाई,
problems
आगे
with this
लेके
lamp.
चलता है।
Good. The Statue of the Seven is up on top of that large rock formation. You must have seen it when you came down this road before. It's pretty high up there, isn't it? Don't worry. If you're afraid you can't make it up there, I'm sure Master wouldn't mind if you don't clean the statue. Oh? I guess I'll leave it up to you then. There's not much footing once you reach the statue, so be careful up there.
Paimon will fly up with you and help you with those hard-to-reach areas.
मुंडी ला रही है।
By the way, Kale, do you know anything about the Dendro Archon? You know, what's she like?
That depends. Are you referring to Greater Lord Rukudavata or Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Huh? Greater Lord Rukudavata?
भाई क्या खतरनाक नाम है।
Is that the name of the former Dendro Archon?
Uh-huh. Greater Lord Rukudavata was Sumeru's first Dendro Archon. She created the rainforest as well as the wall of Samiel around the desert. Her works provided a means of peaceful living for everyone. To the people of Sumeru, she's not only a symbol of wisdom, but also of power and kindness. Unfortunately, she disappeared in a great calamity that occurred a few hundred years ago.
बरसों लग जाएंगे 50 लेवल करते करते। नहीं यार, नहीं लगते इतना। मैंने कैसे कर रखे हैं?
According to what Masters told me, the sages later found the newly born Dendro Archon and whisked her back to Sumeru. To celebrate the reinstatement of their lost deity, the sages dubbed her Lesser Lord Kusanali and let her reside in the sanctuary of Siristana.
Uh-huh. Then what happened?
मैंने पहले लेवल
Wow,
अप किया,
and
फिर
then-
बाद में धीरे-धीरे मिशंस कर रहा हूँ, समझ रही है बात को? पहले
I'm not
कैरेक्टर
too
स्ट्रॉन्ग
sure
कर
what
लिए मैंने.
happened, to be honest.
Huh? You're not too sure? But aren't you from Sumeru?
Yeah, I'm from Sumeru.
मेरे साथ आप खेलते ही नहीं हो.
Maybe it's difficult to discuss this topic with strangers. If that's the case, then don't worry, we understand.
No, it's not that. I'm not trying to hide something from you. Besides, I don't consider you two strangers.
तेरे रात को नींद आने
Because
लगती
you
है,
two
पता
know
है?
Amber, right?
Wait, Amber? You mean...
मैं सोचता हूँ 9 बजे से खेलेंगे, बट तू 9 बजे तुझे काम रहता है. फिर कैसे होगा बता? 10 बजने के बाद आलस आने लग जाता है.
Yes, that's her. I once lived in Mondstadt for a while, and she helped me a lot during that time. You could even say that she helped me become a new person. There's no one like Amber. She lives life to the fullest while always adhering to her strong sense of justice.
बहुत
She's
बोलते
ready
हैं
to
ये.
answer the call
इनका
for
काम ही
action
है
at
भाई
any
बोलना.
moment, but is also very understanding of others. She's like the spark that lights the fire in everyone's heart around her. If you ask me, she's a prime example of a true outrider. She's the first person anyone coming to Mondstadt will meet. You can't help but be enthralled by her charm and enthusiasm, causing you to fall in love with the lands of Mondstadt and...
रो रही है क्या ये?
Sorry.
कुछ तो हो गया
I
इसको.
thought the work of Outriders was a little different from what you just described, but one thing's for sure. You really like Amber.
Amber.
Sorry. I was rambling on just now. It must have sounded kind of weird.
It's alright, Kale. Knowing that you're a friend of Amber somehow makes Paimon suddenly feel a lot closer to you. So, how do you know that we've met Amber?
रगनागर, हेलो भाई, हेलो ब्रो, वेलकम टू
Well,
द
after I
स्ट्रीम.
returned to Sumeru, Amber and I have stayed in
आपका
touch
स्वागत
by
है
writing
हमारी
each other
stream में.
letters. In one letter, she mentioned that Mondstadt was attacked by a fearsome dragon, but the city was saved by a mysterious blonde traveler and their floating companion. I knew you two were the ones she mentioned in the letter
Hey,
the moment I
Karthik
saw
कहाँ गया?
you. But, considering everything you've been through that day, I thought it'd be inappropriate to bring it up.
क्या है प्लीज?
Ah, so that's how you knew.
फ्री फायर.
Yep, so
Stream
please know that you two
start.
have my complete trust.
Bro.
Really. I wish I
Yeah,
could
bhai.
tell you more about the Dendro Archon, but I have been away from Sumeru for some time, and I haven't read any books. Sorry.
मैं बोल रहा हूँ जो फ्री फायर का जो मतलब जिससे मैं फ्री फायर स्ट्रीम करता हूँ, टर्निप ऐप, वो ऐप नहीं चल रहा है ब्रो, तो मैं फ्री फायर की स्ट्रीम नहीं कर पा रहा हूँ. समझ रहे हो बात को? जिस ऐप से मैं जिस ऐप से फ्री फायर की स्ट्रीम करता हूँ, वो ऐप चल ही नहीं रहा है, उससे स्ट्रीम स्टार्ट ही नहीं हो रही है, तो थोड़ी सा प्रॉब्लम चल रहा है. वो अब ठीक होगा तभी हम कर पाएंगे.
That's alright. You've already helped us a lot. We had never even heard of Greater Lord Rukadevata or the Sanctuary of Surasthana until you mentioned them.
Oh, I'm happy that was helpful. There is one thing I want to ask, though. Why do you two want to know about the Dendro Archon? So that's why you're
अरे
here.
फेरी आज कौन सा डे है?
Thank you for telling me your story.
Don't mention it. We are friends after all, right?
थर्सडे आज.
Alright, we have a statue to clean.
You both have my thanks. While you two are up there cleaning, I'll go ahead and inspect the forest canopy. Let's meet back here shortly.
अरे यार बातें कम करो भाई, काम कर लो भाई, तो बोलो कोई. सारा मूड तो खराब कर रखा है। जाना कहाँ है? टाइम पास। क्या अब इसकी साफ सफाई करनी है?
Now that Paimon looks at it, the deity that's carved on the statue is kinda small.
बेइज्जती कर रही है भाई, ये तो बोल रही
Do you
छोटा
think she's
स्टैचू है।
supposed to be Greater Lord Rukkhadevata or Lesser Lord Kusanali?
ठीक है, दोनों भगवान का नाम लिया जा रहा है। अलग कोई ही नहीं है फ्री फायर के स्ट्रीम करने। अलग कोई ऐप है, मतलब देखो ये ऐप से भी मैं स्ट्रीम कर सकता हूँ, लेकिन प्रॉब्लम क्या है, जो जैसे कि मैं अपने फ्रेंड के साथ जो मतलब ग्रुप पे रह के बात कर सकते हैं ना, वो वाला सिस्टम नहीं है इस ऐप में।
You
जैसे कि
might be
डिस्कॉर्ड हो
right.
गया।
The statue does look kinda old. Well, anyway, we'll have to figure that out later.
ये क्या हुआ डिलुक के साथ अभी?
Let's get
कहाँ
started
कुछ हुआ?
on
कुछ नहीं
cleaning the
हुआ।
statue. Paimon will fly up and take care of the top, and you clean everything below.
डिलुक तो मजे कर रहा है भाई।
Nice work. That's one clean statue. Let's head down and meet up with Kale.
मेरे लिए स्ट्रॉन्ग कैरेक्टर है भाई डिलुक, और अच्छा भी है, क्यूट भी है, और मेरा पहला 5 स्टार कैरेक्टर भी है, तो अहमियत तो देनी पड़ेगी ना। ये ऐसा कैरेक्टर जो मुझको निराश नहीं करता, पता है, हर फाइट में। ये यहाँ बैठी हुई है।
Kale, we're back.
शाम हो गई।
Welcome back! You must be tired after all that climbing. Let's take a little break. I brought some fruit and water for us.
Yay, food! What kind of goodies did you bring?
It's...
Hey, don't be a party pooper. It's not like Kale is a stranger or anything. Besides, the best way to compliment a chef is to show passion for their food. Xiangling taught Paimon that.
I prepared a nice
डिलुक
portable
कहाँ
dish
से
that
मिला?
forest rangers like to eat
अरे
called
बैनर से ही
pita
मिला वो।
pockets. I hope you'll like them.
बैनर में आया था, ओके अभी कैरी ऑन
Whoops!
फॉर दिस किंग।
No, you dropped it on the ground.
Not to worry. I wrapped a few layers of oiled paper around each pita. They should be fine.
Paimon nearly had a heart attack there.
हार्ट अटैक आ रहा भाई इसको देख।
Those pitas are amazing. You're quite the cook, Kale. Thank goodness you wrapped them in paper. Paimon wouldn't have been able to sleep at night knowing something so tasty had been wasted.
You really know how to compliment the chef, Paimon. Since you liked it so much, I'll be sure to give you a copy of the recipe sometime. I'll even include all my personal cooking pointers, so you'll be making your own pita pockets in no time.
क्या पीटा?
Thanks, Kale.
क्या
It's
लिखा
hard
है?
to believe someone as diligent as you could have clumsy moments too.
Oh, I guess it happens from time to time.
So,
ये गेम कुछ
Kale,
समझ में नहीं
don't
आ
you think that
रहा है।
Tainari's a little too strict with you? He won't let
ये
you
गेम
touch
मतलब
anything
पूरा
without his
इंग्लिश ही बोलता है
permission.
भाई।
Paimon knocks stuff over all the time flying around the
English.
traveler, but she's never said
Only
anything.
English.
Everyone has their clumsy moments.
No, you've got the wrong idea about Master. Sure, he may seem a bit harsh at first, but with some time, you'll see that he's actually
ये पार्थ
very
है क्या?
kind-hearted. I've heard the
नहीं।
veteran rangers say that Master is from some
No
ancient
idea.
and mysterious race that is known for their cunning wit and reclusive nature. But Master's
इस गेम
actually
में को
very
फाइट
kind
करने
at
में मजा
heart.
आता है भाई। ये स्टोरी
by
थोड़ा
the way,
बोरी
you've
लगता है
heard of
मेरे
the
को। फाइट करने
academia,
में मजा
right?
आता है।
Well, there's a group called,
क्या सोच रही है ये? बोल भाई।
something. Well, anyway, because Master does a lot of research on plants, sages from the academia have written him many times, inviting him to take up an official position there. But Master declines their offers every time, saying Sumeru City is too noisy. It'd be bad for my ears.
फिर तू बता ना, तेरा फेवरेट कैरेक्टर कौन सा है जो तूने अभी तक इतने सारे देखे उसमें से? अच्छा ला बताइयो, ये राइडेन शोगन मत बता दियो, ठीक है? ये क्या है? कर रही है, मैं कर रहा था वो.
Seems you already know him well. Anyway, I'm sure the sages were not happy about his responses. Master could obviously have a bright future in the academia, but he insists on sticking to the path of a forest watcher. Every day he helps the locals of the forest and passes on his extensive knowledge to trainees like me. In fact, Master's the one who taught me how to make pita pockets.
Really? Paimon would have never guessed that.
पीटा पॉकेट्स से कुछ नाम है वो.
Oh, speaking of Tainari, he was the one who took care of you after finding you passed out yesterday. He even carried you all the way here. Paimon's still kinda upset though. He kept scolding Paimon the entire way here.
Okay. सुमन एक्स गॉड, हाँ है मेरे फ्रेंड लिस्ट में है. राइगन शोगन के अलावा कैरेक्टर नहीं है क्या यार? ये हाथ हट जा यार. अलावा कोई कैरेक्टर नहीं. अरे और भी बहुत अच्छे अच्छे कैरेक्टर है यार. तू एक कैरेक्टर देखिए तो स्टार्टिंग में तो कोई पसंद आ गया. करेंगे यार, फ्री फायर की स्ट्रीम करेंगे. रैप ही नहीं चल रहा ना, तो वही करने वाला था मैं.
It probably started to get under Master's skin after a while.
पता है, ये स्ट्रीम स्टार्ट करने से पहले मैं एक बार वही चेक करता हूँ कि टर्निप चल रहा है या नहीं चल रहा है. वो नहीं चलता तो फिर यहाँ पे ये ऐप से ये स्ट्रीम करता हूँ. कौन सी? अरे है यार, तू देखियो ना, अभी तो स्टोरी आगे के बढ़ने दे, तुमको और भी अच्छे अच्छे कैरेक्टर दिखाई देंगे. भाई चुड़ैल हंस रही है, फेरी तेरी हंसी.
That's it! Paimon won't forget this! It's time for some Paimonial wrath!
No! Don't touch me!
हैं? Don't touch me? ये क्या हुआ बे?
Oh, sorry, Kale. Paimon didn't mean to scare you.
No, I just... I didn't mean that.
Kale, are you okay? What's the matter?
क्या मैटर है भाई, हमें भी बताओ भाई.
No, I'm fine. I'm sorry. I must have startled you both reacting like that.
इसका भी कुछ तो स्टोरी है भाई.
Well, it's getting late now. Let's hurry back to Gandharville. I think Master and the others should be back by now too.
फेरी इज योर गर्लफ्रेंड ब्रो. नहीं भाई, नहीं भाई, ऐसा ना बोलो भाई, गुस्सा हो जाएगी वो. फ्रेंड है बस.
Look, she's practically running back. Paimon can't even see her now.
यहाँ बैठना है? नहीं, नीचे जाना है. ये देखो भाई, इसकी अलग नशे चल रहे हैं भाई. कुछ भी बोल रही है भाई, ठीक है.
Traveler, you've returned.
Yep, we're back. Have you seen Kale by any chance?
Oh, Kale? Yes, I saw her go into her room just a moment ago.
Oh, okay. Guess we'll just have to wait and talk to her tomorrow then.
The rainforest climate is far more pleasant than that of the desert.
Wait until 8 बजे. Congratulations for marriage life. नहीं भाई, ये कुछ भी बोल रही है भाई. इतनी जल्दी कौन शादी करता है यार? हट, वो भी इससे, ये नुबड़ी से. छी. हंस रही है चिमकांडी भाई, मजे ले रही है भाई। मैं टाइम चेंज कर रहा हूँ। 8 8 8 8 8। भाई लोगों को उल्लू बना रही है भाई ये फेरी नल्ली।
Rest of it?
क्यों झूठ बोल रही है वो? फालतू की अफवाह फैला रही है।
Paimon was thinking all night about what happened with Kale, and still can't figure out what the problem might be. Maybe she's in a better mood now. Let's go check on her.
Ah, it's you two. I was just about to go look for you.
Huh? Tainari? What are you doing here? Where's Kale?
I came to check on Kale's condition. To put it simply, she's not well.
फेरी जी का
You
गेम
mean she's sick?
प्ले
How could she
एफएफ
be-
में अच्छा
Oh,
है।
wait a minute.
अरे कुछ
Could it
अच्छा
be
नहीं है
because of
उसका
what
गेम
Paimon
प्ले,
did
ठीक है?
yesterday?
No, no need to worry. Something as small as you could never harm her.
जाओ आज
This sickness is something that Kale has been
आज का
dealing with for some
खाना नहीं
time.
मिलेगा आपको।
Kale has been more excited than usual
दियो
since
भाई।
you two arrived. A little too much so, to be honest.
मुझे खाना ही
She
नहीं है
hasn't
भाई, तेरे
remembered
हाथ
to
का
take
खाना
care of
खाना ही
herself.
नहीं है, दूर हो जाते
I suppose it's understandable, though. She hasn't been around anyone she considered a friend for some time now. It must have been refreshing for her to have you two here.
So, Tainari, what's really wrong with Kale?
Let's take this conversation elsewhere. Kale just fell asleep after taking her medicine. She needs some peace and quiet.
अरे फेरी का गेम प्ले नहीं है, गेम प्ले का फेरी है, समझ रहे हो बात को? फेरी खेलती नहीं है, उसका मतलब उसका जो कैरेक्टर है वो खेलती है। ये तो बस फोन पकड़ के बैठी रहती है, सारा काम उसका कैरेक्टर ही करता है। ये कौन आना चाहता है भाई? सीएल। इसने कांग्रेचुलेशन।
All right,
कल
let's
शादी
continue
होगी
our
ना?
conversation here, shall
भाई
we?
मुझे क्यों नहीं पता मेरी शादी हो गई
To
है?
be
ओए
honest, I hadn't realized
तेरे
you were
साथ।
that honorary knight from
भाई कौन
Mondstadt
से
until
सपने
Kale
देख रही
told me
तू?
just
और
now.
कौन से नशे कर बैठी है?
I've also heard all about your deeds in Liyue and Inazuma.
भाई
So
मैं
just to
करूँगा तो मेरे
clarify,
पास
what I'm
और
about to
अच्छे
tell you about
options है,
Kale
समझ
is
रही है
not
तू
because
बात?
of who you are or your past feats. Instead, I am going to tell you because, well, because Kale asked me to. And honestly speaking, I was against Kale revealing her past to you. But she insisted, saying you two treated her with sincerity and as a friend. So now she wishes to reciprocate the gesture.
So, Tainari, what exactly is wrong
फेरी
with
कैन यू
Kale?
गिव
You
मी
said this is
FFU
something
आईडी?
she's been dealing
दे
with
दे
for
नुबड़ी
some
दे दे,
time.
खेलती
Just
तो
how
है नहीं।
serious is it?
Right.
इसकी आईडी
Ever
लेके कोई
since she was
फायदा
a
नहीं है भाई,
child,
ये खेलती नहीं
she's
है।
been afflicted with a disease called Elazar.
Elazar?
इसका कभी भी लास्ट सीन देखोगे?
Yes. It's a
24
disease
घंटे बाद
unique to
दिखता
the
है।
lands of Sumeru. It is characterized by dark and hardened scales that form on the body. At first,
अरे यार,
the
कार्तिक
afflicted may
कहाँ है
only feel
नल्ला?
mild numbness on affected areas of
बुलाता
the
हूँ ना
skin.
उसको।
However, as the disease progresses, one may begin feeling fatigued and even experience peripheral paresthesia. In its final stages, the disease strips a person of the ability to control their own body, and they effectively become completely immobile.
That sounds terrifying.
अरे यार तू गवार भाई, तू गवार, ठीक है? यू हटा दे, आईडी ही होता है, ठीक है?
Wait, hold on. So when Kale seemed to be acting a little clumsy earlier, it was because...
Correct. That would be the effects of Elazar, which is precisely why I do not want her carrying or holding anything, lest she ends up hurting herself.
फेलियर बाय लव फ्रॉम वेस्ट बंगाल लिखा है क्या? ये हाथ हट जा। हाँ, वेस्ट बंगाल प्रो, लव फ्रॉम महाराष्ट्र ब्रो।
With appropriate treatment, the disease can be
तू भी बोल दे
effectively
फिर कहाँ से
controlled
तू?
before it progresses to a more serious stage. However, there is unfortunately still no true cure for Elazar. Nevertheless, Kale's mother still hoped that there was something out there. She handed Kale over to an organization known as the Fatui after one of their members lied and said they had a cure.
What? The Fatui?
Ah, it appears you already are familiar with them. That'll save me some explanation. Anyway, the person who eventually rescued Kale and brought her to me for care said that she had been given to a harbinger known as the Doctor. I have no idea how this doctor managed to do it, but her case of Elazar was completely
Love
stable
from
for all the years that Kale was with them.
फेलियर के घर
However,
से
Kale's days with the
ठीक है
Fatui were anything but pleasant.
मुंबई के हो क्या
Kale is a
भाई?
resilient
नहीं भाई, मुंबई
individual
का
and
नहीं हूँ
always tries to appear
मैं। हम
cheerful.
पुणे वाले
But her experience with the Fatui has left deep scars. Even now, she can still feel deathly afraid of someone touching her.
Oh, Paimon had no idea Kale's been through so much suffering.
Oh, by the way, Paimon, Kale wanted me to tell you that she's sorry for scaring you yesterday.
वाइफ
She also
हूँ,
wanted both
तो
of you to know that
उसकी
she's sorry for hiding her illness.
मुंबई होंगी
She doesn't need to apologize. None of this is her
मैं
fault
मुंबई
at
रहता ही
all.
नहीं नुबड़ी
Well said. I hope you'll get a chance to tell her that in person the next time you see her. Kale once thought that it would be impossible for her to have any real friendships. I trust that you two will never let my trainee experience such emotional pain again.
Don't worry, Tainari. We'll take good care of her.
पुणे से वाह अब क्यों चेंज
Well,
कर रही है
it's
ये तो
not
मैंने
too
बता
serious
दिया
at
तुझे
this
मैं
point.
पुणे से हूँ
She overexerted herself the last couple of days, which is what led her to break down this time. As long as she has taken her medicine and gets plenty of rest, she should get better. Though I must admit that Kale's condition was much more stable when she first arrived here in Gandharvaville. She was interested in the work of the forest rangers the moment she saw us.
भाई फेरी
I
चंडीगढ़
could
से
see that
भाई
she was serious about learning, so I felt compelled to
फेरी
ask
का
her to
घर
join us.
चंडीगढ़ है भाई
Her stamina has
बड़े
gotten
लोग
much worse
भाई
recently. Though a moderate amount of physical exercise is always necessary, I'm afraid the long-distance patrols are a little too much for her now. Alright, now that I've told you about Kale's past, I think I'll head into the rainforest to find some ingredients needed for her medicine. I'll see you two later.
योर एज ब्रो मेरा एज 19 19 ही है अभी तो अभी टाइम है यार 10 महीने बाकी है 50 years old ना भाई मेरी
We'd like to
19
do
साल की
something
उम्र
to
है
help
भाई
Kale too.
बुढ़ा उड्डा हो
Alright,
गया मैं
but I must warn you
ये
two,
होगी बुढ़ी
the
50 साल
rainforest is
की
a dangerous place, especially for someone who's still recovering, like the traveler. You must follow closely and listen to every instruction.
No problemo.
Let's go then. We'll be looking for a plant known as the Nilotpala lotus. It's often used to help those afflicted with Elazar recover their energy.
Hey, Tainari? Where exactly
यहाँ टेलीपोर्टर है ना भाई इजी टीजी मेरा 16 मेरे से
Nilotpala lotuses can be found all over the rainforest, but it often grows right here around Gandharvaville.
अगले अगले साल
Given the
51
name,
का हो
it sounds like we
जाए
should be looking for it in the water.
You are correct.
ए भाई इसको
The
मारो यार
Nilotpala
कोई तो
lotus
ये नशे
grows in
कर
the
बैठी
water.
है
When fully matured, they look like giant blue flowers floating on the water's surface. Quite an attractive species, if you ask me.
गांजा वांजा फूट ली क्या तूने वे
The large petals are actually the plant's leaves and sepals, which surround a very small flower. You should note that many of the plants found in Sumeru have names that are contrary to their species. Take the Calpalata, for example. The plant is not a lotus at all, but rather a vine. And then there's the Sumeru rose, which is not a rose, and is completely contrary to its name.
Oh, huh. Okay then. Note to Paimon. Never bring up the topic of flowers with
ये लोग
Paimon.
यहीं खड़े होके बातें चल रही है भाई ये अलग ही नशे हैं। अभी तुम्हारी वॉइस बहुत स्लो आ रहा है हाँ वो मेन कैरेक्टर बोलता रहता है ना मतलब इन गेम वॉइस की वजह से। अभी सही आ रही होगी सही है और मैंने कम भी रखा है, थोड़ा बैकग्राउंड साउंड आता रहता है इसलिए। गाइस जितने भी लोग देख रहे हो लाइक कर दो यार, 30 लाइक्स होने वाले हैं। वहाँ पे एक अच्छी चेस्ट है यार।
There should be
कर
Niloth
दिया
Pala
like.
lotuses
Thank you,
growing
bro.
somewhere
Thank
in
you.
this area. Let's split up and begin searching. If you could manage to gather 4 of them, that would be sufficient. We'll rendezvous here once you've gathered the needed amount.
भाई कुछ तो करवाओ, अच्छा सा एक्टिविटी करवाओ, ये क्या करवा रहे हो? अरे भाई ये तो कलेक्ट कर ही लेंगे हम, ये ले। और भी करने हैं? रुको अभी मेरे मम्मी के फ़ोन से लाइक करता हूँ। थैंक यू ब्रो, थैंक यू, कर दो कर दो।
Alright, we've gathered enough new Pala lotuses. Let's head back to meet Tainari.
अगर आपके फ्रेंड को शेयर भी कर दो, नेक्स्ट टाइम फ्री फायर ही खेलेंगे। बुढ़ा, अरे यार तू एक रपेटे में।
Hey Tainari, we found the lotuses you requested.
Let me have a look. Good. Very good. These are all excellent quality. I'm glad you two came along. Your exploration experience helped save me a lot of time here. It seems we even have enough time to stock up on other things I need.
Hey, Tainari!
Kainari.
Oh, Tainari, someone's calling your name. They're dressed like a forest ranger.
Ah, yes, that's Amir and the others. But didn't they just set off not too long ago? What are they doing back so early? Let's go find out what's going on.
चलो भाई देखने क्या हो रहा है। लड़ाई हो यार, ये सूखा सूखा मज़ा नहीं आता यार। लड़ाई उड़ाई हो एकदम आंसू सा, तभी तो फील बनता है यार। साइड में नहीं जा रहा है।
Tainari, thank goodness we found you here. We were just about to head back and find you at Gandharvaville.
What's going on?
We just discovered a withering zone.
The withering is back? But the patrol route you were on should have been already cleared just a week ago. It reappeared so quickly. Can you tell me the exact location?
It's up ahead, deep in the river valley. It's appeared in a spot that blocks nearly the entire narrow part of the valley area, so we decided to come find you as quickly as possible.
And the radius of the contamination?
Sorry, I couldn't get a clear enough view to tell.
No one in our patrol team had a vision, and it appeared to still be spreading, so we didn't risk getting any closer.
Okay, I understand. You made the right decision.
इस फोन
I'll go
से
deal
लाइक
with it
कर
right
दिया
away.
भाई।
In the
Thank you,
meantime,
bro. Thank
please
you.
guide these two
Thank
back
you so
to
much.
Gandharvaville.
लाइक करने के लिए
Wait, Tainari, why don't you let us help
और
you?
सब्सक्राइब भी। Thank you, bro.
You two have only just arrived in Sumeru. You're
फ्रेंड्स को
still
भी शेयर कर दो यार,
unfamiliar
जो
with
तुम्हारे
many
फ्री फायर
things in
फ्रेंड्स
these
होंगे उसको
lands.
भी।
There's a unique
Free Fire
type of
खेलेंगे आज।
anomaly that occurs in the Sumeru
Next stream
rainforest.
में।
It's called the withering. The affected areas not only cause nearby vegetation to wither, but it's also lethal to wildlife and even people. If you don't carry a vision, then you should think twice before approaching such places.
Yes, Amir is absolutely right. I wasn't kidding when I said the rainforest is a dangerous place. As Amir said,
नेक्स्ट स्ट्रीम में कस्टम
only
करेंगे हम
someone
लोग।
with a vision, that is, the
Custom करने में
power
मजा
to
आएगा।
manipulate elements, will be able to resist the
फेरी
withering's
को तुम लोग
corrosive
रख लेना,
effects
ठीक है?
for a time.
फेरी
That's
तुम्हारी
right.
टीम से
If any of the
मैं
forest rangers
कार्तिक
without a
पार्थ
vision come across a withering zone,
और तुम
we
लोग
first make a record of the location
फेरी को रख
and
लेना
then have a
भाई
ranger with the proper abilities
बहुत
deal
अच्छा
with it,
खेलती है ना
like
वो
Tainari here. Only someone with a vision can venture within a withering zone and find a way to deal with it.
ना ना क्या लिख रही है भाई खेलना
But you
पड़ेगा
don't
देखो
seem to
कस्टम
carry a vision.
हेलो
Don't worry.
हेलो ब्रो
She may not have a vision, but she's a
हाँ
real
मैंने
pro
मिशन ही
at
चेंज
using
कर
the
लिया
power
ब्रो
of the elements.
वो वाले मिशन में मेरे को लगा
Don't sweat
बोर हो
it.
रहा है
We've
तो
had
मैंने सोचा
Archons
चलो
deal with
दूसरा मिशन
similar
करते हैं ये
situations
मिशन में आके
before.
देख रहा हूँ यहाँ से तो बातें हो रही है
Wait, you've met other forest rangers before? I was planning to properly show
भाई
you
मेरे को
both
भी
how to
बुलाना भाई
identify
हाँ
the
हाँ जरूर
withering before
बुलाएंगे
you
यार
left Gandharvaville.
हमें तो खुद प्लेयर चाहिए होते हैं यार कस्टम खेलने के लिए
Anyway,
पता है पर
since
कोई
you two
रहता
are
ही नहीं है
experienced
तो
adventurers, come with
तू भी
me.
तू करते हैं
I'm sure you'll both be able to help.
ये क्या नशे कर बैठी है भाई I told you to ये डिलीट क्यों हो गया मैसेज पढ़ने से पहले ये मिशन में मेरी गलती नहीं है ये फेरी की गलती है फेरी बोल रही थी कि कल के मिशन में बहुत बोर हुआ है कुछ अच्छा लगाओ तो मैंने चलो अच्छा नया प्लेस दिखाता हूँ तेरे को
Hey, look! That gloomy
ये वाला
area
मिशन
over
चालू कर
there
दिया
looks
मैंने
like a withering zone. Even though Paimon's seen one before, it's still kind of scary.
All right, traveler. We're about to enter the withering zone.
I told
Since you
you to
already have
complete
experience
character
dealing with these
story
things,
before
you should already know
coming
what to do.
Semeru.
But please remember, don't push yourself. If at any point it becomes too much, return outside the zone and take a breather. It could become a matter of life and death.
ये
You
भी
ready
बात
then?
सही है यार पर ये
Let's
फेरी की
go.
वजह से भाई फेरी को कुछ नया देखना था
First, we must locate any branches sustaining the withering zone.
अरे तो मैंने ये कहा कि मिशन ही ना करो अरे यार
Dodge this!
मैं कैरेक्टर
here.
चेंज क्या हुआ
Emerge.
ये किसे ले आया हूँ चेंज फेरी जी को भी सब्सक्राइब कर दिया फेरी गेमिंग ऑफिशियल बस यही कहा कि बोरिंग है बोला था ना तूने पर रुक जा भाई कैरेक्टर चेंज करने दे मेरे को हाँ तो कौन सा कैरेक्टर लिया जाए ये लेके खेलें
I'll ensure your safety.
You only think of this game as content. ये आगे लिखा हाँ बोला था ये नहीं कहीं मिशन ही ना करो अरे तो नई जगह देखनी थी ना इसकी वजह से ये वाला स्टार्ट किया यार अरे उस साइड फेंकना था ये यार नशे है भाई इसके कुछ तो होता था ना यहाँ पे अरे नीचे हो जा You have to unlock many more things. Domain doing character story quest. Finish them first. Okay, वही करता हूँ पहले. Two new weekly boss will be unlocked. क्या ये मिशन मैं कैंसिल कर सकता हूँ? कर सकता हूँ। ये स्टोरी 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 क्या करने वाला था मैं? कौन से कैरेक्टर की स्टोरी करनी है ये बता दो बस। कौन से कैरेक्टर की स्टोरी करनी चाहिए मुझे अभी? ये वाला करते हैं? नहीं, don't rush the main story because later you will be like there's nothing interesting to do story। ओहो, कल वाली तो यही इसमें थी। किसी से तो बात करनी है। ये रहा। यहाँ से तो नहीं जा रहा यार मैं। यहाँ से चलते हैं। The strongest Archon in game। ये बुद्ध बात तो है भाई। अरे बोट पे चढ़ना था। और ऊपर जाना पड़ेगा। इतना काफी रहेगा। इतने लोगों से बातें करनी है क्या? वो यार ट्रिपल से मोटू से बात करूं। लाइफ इज टू शॉर्ट। जल्दी जल्दी हो भाई। और इससे पूछ क्या रहे हम? भाई जल्दी ख़त्म हो जाए यही बोलूँगा मैं तो। ये बातें वाला सिलसिला। और कोई नहीं ना पीछे? इसने कुछ तो दिया। बातें खत्म नहीं हुई। छोड़, ये ऊपर जाने को बोल रहा, उसके बाद जाते पहले हमें अंदर जाने दिया जाएगा? ये क्या है भाई, ये बेइज्जती है ये तो। ऊपर से जाए। इसका क्या जुगाड़ है? जुगाड़ मुझे ये वाला किधर दिखाई दे रहा है भाई? 400 मीटर दूर, वहाँ पे वापस नहीं जा रहा मैं। वो रही वहाँ पे खड़ी है, उसको नीचे कैसे बुलाऊं? क्या ये शॉर्टकट है? पकड़ लेगा? नहीं पकड़ा। नाइस भाई, नाइस। ये मिशन चेंज हुआ भाई जल्दी से।
I suppose this will do.
अब नीचे जाना है। क्वेस्ट कंप्लीटेड भाई। मिशन कहाँ चला गया? अबे ये भी एक अलग ही नशे है।
This is so dull.
तो क्वेस्ट का नाम क्या था? ये था क्या?
You should really bring the Knights of Favonius with you next time.
मेरे को बोर्ड पे जाना है। भेज दियो जरा मेरे को बोर्ड पे। ये रहा वो मिशन।
What I'm about to say is a bit disrespectful of the Lord of Geo and would draw a lot of angry looks. So it's best to discuss this somewhere quiet. Your argument just now exhibited a cuteness of speech and thought. Most importantly, you don't fall for the boasting and acting of the others. You remain objective. So I have a question for you. Perhaps you will answer differently from other scholars. Do you think that all the gods that the Geo Archon killed were evil?
Let's not analyze it in terms of good versus evil. Rex Lapis placed great importance on the integrity of contracts. So any gods he killed certainly must have broken some kind of contract.
Right! The Lord of Geo wouldn't kill the innocent.
But when I was doing some research, I learned about the legend of the god of salt. The god of salt, Havria, was a very kind god, but she encountered Morax one day in battle. Morax used a rather underhanded trick to assassinate her.
What? No way!
You will get to know about God of
This
Salt.
bit of history is a long story. But you may not like the truth when you hear it.
Don't worry, please tell me what you know. This event, I've already searched for answers for a long time.
No, it's just... Where should I begin?
Over here, Mr. Zhongli. I've been looking for you.
Zhongli.
So you're over here all this time.
Put down your weapon and stay back. Otherwise, Paimon's reporting you to the Millilith.
First of all, I'm not holding a weapon. There's no need to overreact now. I'm simply an archaeological researcher from Snezhnaya. I'm not here for trouble.
The Fatui say that every time.
But this time, I registered with the Liyue Ministry of Civil Affairs. I could show you the official documentation if you want to see it. I will be conducting an archaeological survey here, the results of which will all be shared with the ministry. I heard that Wangsheng Funeral Parlor had a consultant named Zhang Li, with immense knowledge of ancient history and archaeology. So I paid Wangsheng Funeral Parlor a handsome amount to hire Zhang Li as my own consultant while I'm in town.
So you mean to say that this is work for the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor, yes? Well, since it's work, I don't have a choice. A consultant of the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor must respect their duty.
Of course you would be such a reasonable man. Well then, let's head out now, shall we?
Wait, if you are studying archaeology, can I go too? I am also a scholar in this field, so I can help.
That will give us a chance to continue the topic we were just discussing. Oh, and you should tag along too. This experience may be of help to you on your future adventures. It is a story from before the rise of the Seven. Although the god of salt has already perished, it will still be a meaningful experience for your journey.
Wait. This is an archaeological expedition, not a tour group. That's too many people.
But this friend of mine has a treasure-finding talent, surpassed by no one. It will surely be of great help to us.
Oh? What talent?
If my friend espies a treasure chest, they will absolutely find a way to open it.
Hey, Paimon's good at that too.
Well, that is quite enticing. All right then. Well, let's go. There's no time to waste. When the Overlord of the Vortex was crushed by the Jade Chamber recently, perhaps something of interest was washed ashore. An ancient artifact would be good. Traces of ancient activity would be great. But a piece of the god's limb would be even better. Who knows what surprises we may find.
सड़ जाता है वह मार्क कहाँ है हे पोर्टल के बाजू में भाई इसके बाद में राइडन शोगन वाला मिशन
This place looks so ordinary. Can we really find anything valuable here?
Huh? Paimon thinks it looks looks really grand.
I don't mean the scenery, but rather that there should be something out of the ordinary. A big battle did just occur and all, and I don't even know where to begin looking here.
Guyan Stone Forest is actually the perfect place to
गवार
be.
बोल रही हो तो
If
ठीक
you
है
wish
तू
to learn
राइडन
about
शोगन
the
से पहले
gods
तेरा वो
or the
निगवान
history
वाला
of the
मिशन आएगा
Archon
नुबड़ी
War, legend has it that Rex Lapis threw spears made of large rock
अभी
into the
तेरे को
sea,
दो चार मिशंस और करने
piercing
पड़ेंगे
and crushing the overlord of the vortex. After many years of wind erosion, those stone spears have turned into the unique rock formations we see now.
These mountains were the Lord of Geo's weapons?
What we see now is just the part of them that
मुझे बोल
remains.
रही है मेरे को लगा खुद की बात
The
कर रही है
stone
तू राइडन
spears
शोगन
hurled by
वाली मिशन
Rex
करने जा
Lapis
रही है
all those years
गॉड
ago
नुबड़ी
were much greater,
समझ
both
नहीं
in
आया
number and
तो
in
भी
size. But
कंप्लीट
due to the
करो
different
और वीकली
angles they landed at, their large centers of mass, erosion by seawater, and years of gravity,
ओके
many of them have been completely
भाई
swallowed
फिर
by
ही
the
खुद की
sea.
बात कर रही है
So besides
ये
wind
जाके
erosion,
ड्रैगन शोगन वाला
the
मिशन
initial
करेगी अब
collapsing of the stone spears also played a big part in the formation of Guyan Stone Forest.
Well, a god able to fight one so powerful as Rex Lapis was certainly very strong in its own right.
Indeed. This is where the value lies in research at Guyan Stone Forest. Most of the objects from that time were lost to the sea. But the gigantic waves created by the overlord of the vortex have given those sunken objects a chance to see the light of day again.
So you're saying that if we look carefully, we'll be able to get very, very rich.
आज मैं भी डोमेन में
I
जाऊँ
mean, rich with archaeological knowledge and historical value.
डोमेन में जाके
Yes?
क्या करेगी
That's
ओए?
all I seek in life. Well, since we brought so many people, I think it would be best to split up and look.
Okay then, I will go with my friend here. Although I have a smattering of knowledge in various disciplines, when it comes to archaeology, I can't compete with the expert here.
Huh? Me?
What's the matter?
भजिया तल
This is your
होगी।
profession. Why are
सही
you
बात
so
है, भजिए
surprised?
तलवाई तू
I get it. I'll escort him then.
गेंशी वेंशी मत खेल तू भजिए
Okay.
तलेगी फायदा भी है
If we
मुझे भी
find
खाने को
anything
मिलेगा
valuable or rare, let's meet on the shore opposite from here. The ancient god probably left behind lots of elemental marks. Following them should make our search much easier.
Well, go ahead then. And use your elemental sight to look for any marks.
अरे पिंग बहुत आए एशिया
Right now.
ये कर में पिंग बहुत ज़्यादा है 300 आ रहे मेरे तो
Emerge. Right here.
मरा नहीं
Just like we rehearsed.
अरे यार पिंग इशू की वजह से थोड़े डिले चल रहा है इसके शील्ड टूट
Right now. Emerge.
Why are there enemies here?
Guyan Stone Forest is a place where a god was defeated,
डोमेन क्या लिखा
and
है
its remnants
Just
still
remember
affect
to
the area
complete
to this
John
day.
and Raiden. 2 part of story quest before going to सुमेरु ओके ठीक है पहले ये 2 करने हैं ना मतलब सुमेरु अभी नहीं जाने हैं और वो था ना एक क्या था वो चाइल्ड का क्या था वो नाम तो उस कैरेक्टर का जिसका एक डोमेन अनलॉक हुआ है जिसको मारना पड़ता है उसका भी एक कुछ स्टोरी थी ना डोमेन में जाके फाइट ही करूँगी ना हो
Guess we can rest a bit.
पूछ रहे हो क्या करूं? तेरा भरोसा नहीं है हाय पास में ही है
Emerge.
Protect us. Huh? Right here, right now. Emerge.
अरे यार ये पिंक कैसे हग रहा है यार? बटन क्लिक कर रहा हूँ तो वो जा कब रहा है ये?
Right here. Right now.
ये तो देखो अब तो लैग ही हो गया भाई।
Right here. Emerge. A sight to behold.
What it is?
ये लोग कहाँ से बचे हुए हैं?
Right now.
Yes, that called weekly boss. You can only get reward from them once a week.
I don't need an umbrella.
पर अभी तक अनलॉक नहीं हुआ ना।
You can
बाप रे
use
ये
one if you
सब
need.
कितने लेवल के है? वो तो है ये। यहाँ पे रिसर्च करना है। ये रहा ना। इसके अंदर ये रहा कुछ तो था ऑप्शन आया था यार अभी तो। तुम लोगों ने कुछ लिया है हमारा वो रहा ना। चलो मिल गया एक केकड़ा। अरे ये इसको जिंदा भी तो करना है।
Let's dance.
Max level is 100, which we got fight in Spiral Abyss. अभी तो उसमें लड़ने नहीं जा रहा यार मैंने ट्राई किया था। पता है मैंने ना 55 मतलब इसके 50 लेवल है ना मेरा जो रुक गया ना अभी, तो मैं उसको आगे बढ़ाने के लिए मैं गया था एबिस में, ठीक है। वहाँ जाके हार के आया हूँ मैं। तो मैंने कहा नहीं फिर तो हमारे दिन बचे हुए और लेवल अप करने के।
See that object in the center? Perhaps it emits the remnant strength of the
और
god.
लेवल मतलब 55 लेवल कर ले। मैं गया अनलॉक करने में से।
But the hydromimic monsters.
अरे ये फटेगा।
I have a contract and must put my personal feelings aside. Go ahead, defeat them, and recover the relic. It's just a stone slab, but its design is quite unique. It should be enough to garner some information. Let's head back.
You call yourself a scholar of archaeology? You can't even recognize this or that. What are you good for?
We all have our areas of expertise. I already tried very hard to explain.
Oh, stop arguing! What in the world happened?
This girl just keeps bragging about how she's an archaeologist, but she doesn't even know anything about the surrounding ruins. I even know more than her. She left me to rely solely on guessing, experience, to find anything valuable to take back. Ugh, what a waste of time.
I've just been researching the god of salt, so I'm not familiar with sea relics. Is that so strange?
It's not easy to complete it. took me ये हाथ हट रहे तुम ले चैट पढ़ने देता then a year to get all the star 36. Gee.
And you kept asking about how much Mora everything is worth. Can the value of relics only be measured in Mora?
बच्चे हुए हैं।
I mean, isn't measuring their value in Mora the easiest way? This also matches the traditions of Liyue, does it not?
Now, calm down. No need to make a fuss. We were able to bring back some intriguing objects. Let's have a look. Oh, what a shame. These objects were indeed washed ashore by the Overlord of the Vortex, but they have nothing to do with the god besides being in the vicinity at the time. This stone slab we found, however, has a mysterious pattern and faint aura of divine power. Perhaps it will be useful for research purposes.
Quick, give it to me. At least we didn't come for nothing. The power of the gods, yes! This is good. Oh, but these other objects are certainly worth a little something, right? It should be enough to cover the cost of hiring you. It's all mine.
So, it's only valuable for research if there are remnants of divine power on it?
Not at all. My quest to uncover the history of the God of Salt is because history can tell us about culture and beliefs.
I will be back.
But you?
In a bit, okay?
You're just trying to use archaeology to get rich.
Nonsense! I'm a professional archaeology researcher from Snezhnaya. I swear,
Snezhnaya.
if I'm lying, may the Lord of Geo strike me down.
Oh, by the way, you probably don't want to sell that teacup.
Oh? Why's that?
That's not an ancient teacup. It's part of Ningguang's collection. It must have fallen here along with the Jade Chamber. So unless you want to mess with the Qixing...
Ah, I see. What a shame. It was of such high quality, too.
भाई फेरी ने नशे
See?
कर लिए
You
भाई
do want to sell
वही
these
क्या खाई
objects.
थी आज तो दोपहर में
So what?
क्या खिलाया थी
Why
तुमको
can't
बर्थडे
I
पार्टी
pursue
में
wealth both intellectual and material? Don't be so
बर्थडे में
simple-minded.
गई थी ना तू या कहीं क्लब व्लब चली
All
गई थी
right
भाई
then.
पी पी के
No
आई
need
है
to stay here any longer. I'm rather quite intrigued by the God of Salt too, actually. Let's go to Saltarai next.
भाई एक्सपी मिली जा रही है भाई एक्सपी मिली जा रही है और कुछ तो मिल ही नहीं रहा है इनका हो गया अब कहाँ जाना है भांग पी के आई हो
Listen, as long as you stick to your own path, it doesn't matter what Mother Nature throws at you.
भांग तो बच्चे पीते हैं ये दूसरा बोलना कुछ अच्छा चल तुझे अच्छी चीज दिखाता हूँ इधर आ तू इधर आ ये देख रही है ये देख रही है मेरे को नहीं गिरना भाई इसमें क्योंकि I am देसी
I heard that Saltarai was once the home of the God of Salt's people. Therefore, there's sure to be loads of valuable relics nearby.
According to legend, the people of the God of Salt, Havria, enjoyed prosperous lives under her protection. But this legend has been around for ages, with the countless scrap collectors and treasure hoarders in the area. There probably aren't many valuable things left here.
Oh, good. That's just great. If I knew it was picked this clean before, I wouldn't have come.
About that, I know there's a ruin deep in this cave here. It's related to the God of Salt, which is actually how the area originally got its name of Saltarai. However, the ruin entrance has been sealed by a mysterious power. Nobody has been able to break the seal. I found a mechanism that seemed to be related to the seal, but when I undid the mechanism, the seal wasn't affected at all. So at the moment, the seal's origin and how to break it are very important topics in my research on the God of Salt. I don't know. There's no concrete evidence. But I'm pretty sure the seal is meant to hide some kind of long-forgotten truth. The God of Salt was a benevolent god, adored by the people, not to mention powerful. She wouldn't have any kind of shameful secrets to hide. So, The one who wants to hide some truth is very possibly her killer, Morax.
This doesn't sound like something the Lord of Geo would do, though.
Who cares about all that? It sounds like countless treasures of the God of Salt lie within this ruin, just waiting for someone to find them, right?
You weren't listening at all, were you? Even if there's a mountain of treasures inside, nobody can get in if the seal isn't broken.
Ah, but we have the illustrious Mr. Zhongli with us. He looks like he knows just about everything. A little seal shouldn't be any trouble for him.
This seal seems to be quite ancient. Even Mr. Zhongli may not know all of its secrets.
I may know something about it.
मुझे कुछ दिखाई नहीं दे
Over the
रहा.
years, I've heard various
Type कैसे
rumors
कर रही है
with
तू?
bits of
वही
knowledge
bot.
about seals.
किसको उल्लू बना
Although
रही
their
है?
references seem rather disorderly, they do in fact contain the secret to breaking seals. Let's go take a look at the mechanism Miss Wanyan just mentioned.
Okay, since Mr. Zhongli says so, follow me then.
Follow me then. मुंह से बोल रही है तू तो रहने दे यार. कहाँ जाना है, कहाँ जाना है. ये देख तेरे दोस्त लोग बैठे हुए यहाँ पे.
Here it is. There's some debris scattered here that, when put together, look like they definitely had to do with the God of Salt.
Lock and key.
According to the inscription on the side, if one looks from a certain angle, the secret to the mechanism will be revealed.
मैं just वहीं खड़ा हूँ, ठीक है? हट आपके साथ है वो अन्नू. ओहो, अन्नू मत बोला कर यार, थोड़ा बुरा लगता है. किसी के तो पीछे है यार, ये सब पत्थर के पीछे होगा. यहाँ जाके देखते हैं. क्यों जेंडर थोड़ी चेंज की मैंने? अरे तू वो अनुज की बात कर रही है. ठीक है छोड़, बात ही खत्म कर. यहाँ पे करना क्या है? Look for a spot. Picture formed. Oh, ऐसा है रे.
See that?
सही बात
Although
है,
we
पढ़ना
activated
जरूरी
the
है भाई. पढ़ने
mechanism,
से ही पता चलता है
nothing
क्या करना
happened
है.
to the seal.
That's because there's actually another mechanism that must be activated.
रुक, अनुज को उठा के यहाँ से भगा देता हूँ.
Let me lead the way from here.
I'll protect us.
पीट दिया भाई, अनुज को पीट दिया.
This place seems familiar. Huh, I remember. I think there's some elemental monuments here. So
Wait,
you're
कहाँ चली
saying
गई
they're
तेरी?
related to all this? When I investigated the seal last time, I had someone with a vision accompany me. But
अबे
when we
अन्नू
lit
के
up all the
साथ-
elemental monuments, nothing
अरे
happened.
ये हार्ट.
That's because you don't just need to activate them at the same time, but in a certain order as well. Otherwise, the seal will not be broken. The secret to this puzzle is hidden in the legends about the Archon War. Tianheng in the south, Yaoguang in the east, Jueyun in the west, Qingce in the north. All desolate and devoid of life. Liyue is vast, yet even one haven is hard to find.
To the north, to the east. Do the people of Liyue always talk in riddles?
I think I've heard this saying before.
Certainly you have. And the contents of this saying are also related to the god of salt. To provide a haven for her people, whose lives had been ravaged by the Archon War. This benevolent god searched all across Liyue. At that time, with the chaotic fires of war engulfing the land, even one sliver of peace was a luxury. And that haven she eventually found is right here. Today, it is known as Sal Turai, Qingce in the north. With this clue, you should be able to solve the puzzle.
यार इसको क्या हो गया?
I wonder when I'll be as tall as my big sister.
भाई बातें शुरू हो जाती है भाई, इसको ठीक कराओ भाई, कोई बार आपको। कहीं से लड़ना पड़ेगा। आओ भाई सब आओ, एक जगह आओ, एक जगह सब एक जगह। तुमको मारना है।
Right here, emerge.
मेरे को शोगन चाहिए। हाँ तो कहाँ से तू तेरे को शोगन लाके?
Come on out.
हमने ये एक्टिवेट क्यों किया? ये रहा। एक और कहाँ छुपा रखा है? अरे जल तो गए तीनों।
Tianheng in the south, Yaoguang in the east, Jueyun in the west, Qingce in the north. The directions are the clue. Give it another try.
Monument up. ये तो कुछ तो बोल रहा है। अब इसको पजल के हिसाब से करना है, समझ रही है? अब इधर देखना है अपने को। लाइट द मॉन्यूमेंट अप। मॉन्यूमेंट यही तो लग रहा है मुझे, मॉन्यूमेंट। इस पे लाइट कैसे लगा रहा हूँ? मतलब ये पहला लगता है। क्वेस्ट पढ़ो। नोबडी लिखा तो है, साफ साफ लिखा हुआ उधर। करना क्या है?
Tianheng in the south, Yaoguang in the east, Jueyun in the west, Qingce in the north. The directions are the clue. Give it another try.
अरे वो तो ठीक है। अब मैं सन कहाँ निकला भाई? सन कहाँ है? ए यार ध्यान दियो। ईस्ट वेस्ट नॉर्थ साउथ बताइए मुझे, ठीक है? अभी मेरे को देखने तो सन कहाँ है। दिन करो भाई, दिन करो। मैं नहीं कर रहा ये मिशन रात को। टाइम चेंज। अरे पढ़ लिया है भाई, समझ गया है, पर ईस्ट नॉर्थ तो समझना चाहिए ना। हाँ, किधर है सूरज? हाँ चल इस साइड है, ठीक है। तो ये हुआ, सूरज निकलता किधर से? नॉर्थ से। हाँ नॉर्थ से उत्तर।
Most humans could have the entirety of their fleeting lives chronicled in but a few short lines. Their stories really make for terribly dull reading.
ओए नॉर्थ से उगता है क्या ईस्ट से उगता है? जल्दी बताइयो चैट में, तब तो मैं ये लूटता हूँ। जल्दी बता भाई, सूरज इस साइड है। आई डोंट नो। अरे नूब भाई नूब। लड़की का क्या बोलूं भाई, पूरब की ओर से। तो पूरब को इंग्लिश में क्या बोलते हैं? पूरब को इंग्लिश में क्या बोलते हैं? ईस्ट बोलते हैं भाई। छोड़ भाई। हेलो, कॉल उठाया मैंने। वही स्ट्रीम चालू ब्रो, रुक जा 5 मिनट। यार ईस्ट, फिर से हिंट देखेगा हम। रुक, फिर ही ध्यान दियो यार थोड़ा, वेस्ट पे करना क्या है। ये मतलब सही है।
Tianheng in the south, Yaoguang in the east,
South, east,
in the west,
फिर west, north.
Jingze in the north. The directions are the clue.
अरे हाँ भाई
Give it
समझ गया
another
मैं।
try.
हाँ भाई, साउथ ईस्ट वेस्ट, ठीक है। अब समझिए ईस्ट है तो पीछे वेस्ट होगा। नॉर्थ से आते हैं। कंफ्यूज कर दे यार, नॉर्थ से आते हैं। तू ना सच में बुद्धू है भाई, बुद्धू, फेरी बुद्धू। देख ईस्ट से ही आता है नूब। मेरे को अभी तो सर पे हो गया, ठीक है। ये ईस्ट है, ठीक है। तो मेरे जस्ट पीछे वेस्ट है। ईस्ट वेस्ट नॉर्थ इंडिया, पीछे साउथ है। चल ठीक है, मैं सही बैठा हूँ, ठीक है।
Personally, I think the idea of things staying the same forever is quite beautiful.
साउथ तो
But
पहले
alas,
मुझे
that
करना
is
है
simply not
साउथ,
the way the
ठीक है।
world
तो साउथ
works.
है ये, ठीक है। यहाँ से साउथ, फिर उसके बाद का करना है मुझे ईस्ट। ईस्ट तो मैंने ये ईस्ट का किया, ओके। ये गलत कर दिया मैंने, ये ईस्ट है, ये ईस्ट का कर दिया मैंने, ठीक है। ये ईस्ट का है। ए भाई क्या कंफ्यूजिंग है। ये ईस्ट है, इधर 2 है, ठीक है। तो अपने को ये दोनों एक लाइन में होने चाहिए, समझ रहे हो? समझ तो गया हूँ मैं। ये दोनों एक लाइन में है और ये दोनों ऐसे एक लाइन में, समझ गई? ये दोनों लाइन में ही है।
Tianheng in the south.
अरे पता है।
Yaoguang in the east.
हाँ अब ठीक है।
in the west.
अब मुझे करना है पहले साउथ करना है, फिर ईस्ट करना है, फिर वेस्ट करना है, ठीक है।
Give it another try.
हाँ चल मुँह बंद कर। हाँ तो ये ईस्ट है, पीछे वेस्ट है, नॉर्थ साउथ। तो मुझे ये पहले करना है, ठीक है। साउथ हो गया। अब क्या था, ईस्ट था, ठीक है, ईस्ट हो गया। अब वेस्ट करना है, वेस्ट मतलब पीछे वाला। ये हो गया वेस्ट, ठीक है। अब तो ये आखिरी है।
Tianheng in the south,
फिर भी गलत है।
Yaoguang in the east, Jueyun in the
क्या
west,
confusing
Jingze
है?
in the north.
अरे
The
ये समझ
directions
रहे हैं।
are the clue. Give it another try.
भाई सही तो क्या है? कंपास है इसमें, कंपास। अरे यार कंपास नहीं है। सनसेट देखते हैं ना, किस साइड सनसेट होता है। रुक, पीछो कहाँ कहाँ डूब रहा है? इस साइड डूब रहा है ना। चल ठीक है यार, इतना कंफ्यूजिंग है ना भाई, ये दिमाग खराब हो रहा है। नॉर्थ से करो भाई। तो तू एक तो मेरी बात सुन। अरे यार ये फोन क्या कर रहा है?
Most humans could have the entirety of their fleeting lives chronicled in but a few short lines. Their stories really make for terribly dull reading.
चल भाई ये मिशन अब मैं कल कर रहा हूँ, ठीक है भाई। फिर हम जा रहे हैं अब। तो क्या करना था? चलो गाइज आज के लिए बस इतना ही। अब मिलेंगे अगले स्ट्रीम में, तब तक के लिए बाय बाय। थैंक यू फॉर वॉचिंग। अब मिलते हैं कल के स्ट्रीम में गाइज। लाइक करने के लिए थैंक यू।